Inoue scared me.
This cocky fighter mocked Naoya Inoue, and he taunted the monster.
You're a monster? Motherfucker? No, you are no monster.
What Inway did to him was insane. This is Boxing Guts. Let's go. In the second defense of his WBO junior bantamweight title against the #1 contender, Warlito Cardinas, Inoue, from the onset, bombarded his opponent with damaging shots without eating anything in return. Warlito couldn't land on the monster, so the Filipino chose the deadly smiling tactics, not knowing his smile would turn sour in just a few seconds. The monster stunned him anytime he stepped forward. Unleashing concussive shots one after the other, Cardinas was rocked from pillar to post before getting folded to the canvas. Rolling around, already regretting his decision, Inway taunted his half-asleep opponent. When Cardinas came back for more, the monster rained hellish left hooks on him. Cardinas found himself blaming the stupid floor for his nightmare. Inoue had delivered a complete demolition in 2 rounds. After the fight, Cardinas would confess that he has never faced a fighter like Inoue. In January 2005, Inoue delivered the fastest karma in the boxing. On January 24, 2025, the Korean Ye-Jun Kim stepped up to foolishly but bravely take on Naoya. Making his best Darth Vader impression, Inoue entered the arena like a monster looking for who to devour. Inoue! From the onset, Inoue smashed Kim like he needed to visit the toilet in a hurry. Then the monster reduced Kim's life bar with heavy shots.
Man, inside the ropes. Right hand there from Inoue.
That's a shot that he misses.
Right hand there from Inway.
Kim, showing his toughness, charged forward and ate damaging counters for his troubles. But like a kamikaze, he who would soon learn the biggest lesson of his life. The Korean taunted Inoue, inviting the monster himself to throw more shots. Well, Inoue relished the opportunity and replied the disrespectful opponent with the fierceness rarely seen before, as he unleashed a beautiful but terrifying barrage that folded Kim into a heap. That full-force blast, landing flush, was the finishing blow turned his mocking to torture in a matter of seconds. On the 4th of May, 2025, at the T-Mobile Arena, Naoya Inoue met the Mexican Ramon Cardinas that felt overconfident in the second round of their showdown, pressing forward to punish Cardinas. Inway unloaded a combination, dropping his right hand. But what he received in return was a big left hook that almost shut out his lights completely and sent him crashing. A sudden wave of shock swept through the T-Mobile Arena, and Cardinas was happy feeling he could pull off an upset. But at the count of 7, Inoue got back to his feet and returned to his corner safely. By the 4th round, Inoue had recovered, and the fight was now in his favor.
Knows how to punch in between.
So Inoue though, timing it now. Inoue.
The monster was in the Matrix.
He got it.
Oh! And he made him pay. And now he goes to the body.
Inoue stunned Cardinas to the cheers of the fans inside the T-Mobile, and he uncorked brutal shots with no remorse.
Cardinas is covering it.
Replying with a more vicious knockdown, the monster unloaded a barrage of thunderous right hands that found Cardinas' equilibrium and dropped him. Inoue released bombs to close the show, but Cardinas was saved by the bell. But not for long. Early in the 8th round, Inoue released a precise flurry of punches, pulverizing Cardinas against the fence and saving the American was in the hands of the referee. Cruising to a perfect 26-0 record, Inoue fought in front of his home crowd in Japan in the Tokyo Dome Arena against another Mexican, Luis Neri, a fighter who was hated by Japanese fans. The Mexican was booed by Japanese fans inside the Tokyo Dome. In the first round, the cocky fighter came out swinging hard. In a shocking twist, Inoue was knocked down for the first time in his career after being caught by a huge left hook from Neri, to the panic of the Japanese fans. That night, Inway for the first time showed his ability to emerge victorious from a duel of smoking barrels. In the next round, Inway came out fiercer than before. Then he responded with a knockdown of his own. By round 3, Naoya was ready to close the show. Almost as if his rival had awakened a monster, Inway brutalized the Mexican to the adulation of the Japanese fans. In the 5th round, while in the corner, against the fence, the monster carefully dissected the Mexican boxer with a couple short left hooks, dropping him a second time, proving to be perhaps the fastest boxer in the world. An uppercut followed by a right hand ended the violence affair. The Japanese monster wiped off the Mexican's premature excitement. When Naoya was making his American TV debut, the cocky American opponent Antonio Neves felt Inoue was untested and overrated since he was just a Japan-based fighter.
Has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan. Half of them were at 108. Fighting guys that stand right in front of him. Everything went his way. He's at home, lower weight class. So
when the fight began, Inoue unleashed damaging shots like never before to cheers from the American audience.
The canvas and maximizing the power in his Neves with that hard right hand off the jab. Neves trying to come back with some body shots.
Neves did try to return fire with fire in front of his home crowd. But the monster was dominating the American.
Right hand by Inoue a little bit. Left hand to the body. Placement rather than power. Now combinations.
In the 3rd stanza, the Japanese released bombs to the head and body, with little concern about anything that may come back the other way.
Test him to see how hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster. When a guy has fast-hand opponent.
He just did something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. Saw the target and adjusted to give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the base. Now there's a perfect
ability to avoid punches and doesn't always use kind of classic technical defense.
Inway was intent on showing to the American audience that he is not to be taken for granted.
When he throws it, cold,
and it sets up power if it wasn't his plan to do so.
Absolutely. He's a pick-em type puncher until he gets his guy. He has to put Neves away here in this round or next because it's...
A thumping left hook to the body out of a horror movie made the American visit the canvas. And at this point, he was rethinking all his trash talk.
Ready to go to the body. Yup, there it is.
Neves returned to his feet.
He'll protect the head, but
and there's another one.
But barely survived.
To the body. Inway listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body.
The American fought on to hear the bell. Inoue was in complete cruise control and was like the Terminator with his pressure.
Only having 13 fights.
Good right to the body, and Neves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that.
Another left hook to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots land.
To his side right there. That's why you gotta switch it up.
And the monster taunted his enemy for the cockiness.
With the chance to put on a show now, Inway Inway is doing so from me. In the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Neves. Only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big
What right hand to the body.
From Inoue right
What a vicious shot.
At the end of the round, Neves' corner rightfully decided he had taken enough punishment. If you liked this video, then subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe.